Today's 939 day that I'm here to lessons and learn. I'm learning how to support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about personal growth, but personal growth through conversation. I think it's always great to have great association because you're able to have conversation. Now, there's a lot of times when we speak, when you have discussion, when you have debate, is one of the best ways to learn. Sometimes when you're able to speak and communicate, by speaking, you figure things out. So that means that if you figure things out by speaking, if you don't have somebody to really bounce back ideas, so sometimes it's very hard to really to get to another level. So that means when we speak about friends, a lot of times we say, okay, our friends is not just for fun, but friends are even to really go somewhere, have that vision for that company, for friendship, moving to the direction. And of course, when we have that massive goal, when they have those friends who really want to really to change their lives, who wants to improve their lives, who really get to another level, is we need to understand, okay, what we're able to do to really to improve together, what we're able to do to really maximize our effort. So today we'll share what kind of topics we're able to have with our friends when we're moving with those friends together towards that direction. Because some friends maybe do not want to do the things that you want to do. Maybe don't have the vision that you have for yourself. But maybe you have friends who are wanting to do totally different things. That's okay. But maybe you have some friends who want to go to very, very similar direction. And I will share today what kind of topics you're able to discuss when you have friends who really want to go to the same direction. So number one is, and sometimes even you're able to speak with people who really just want to grow. Maybe not the same direction, but they want to grow, they want to improve, they want to become the best version of themselves. Today I will share those topics, what you're able to talk about. So number one is really personal goals. Personal goals is it's partly that you're able to be accountable to each other. Because a lot of times we are much more accountable to someone else than to ourselves. We're much more accountable to other people, our friends, more than to ourselves. So being able to really discuss your personal goals, where you're at, about the progress, about the things that moves the needle forward, about really what you need to do to achieve those goals. Maybe what kind of resource do you need to achieve those goals? And when you're able to really bring friends together and you're able to discuss what kind of resources, maybe they're able to bring those resources together, and maybe you need a person, maybe you need a skill set, and they will be able to really bounce ideas. What kind of goals will allow to achieve your vision? Or what kind of resources you are missing, and how we can really work together to find a way how to find the things that really required to achieve your goal. It might be that you are weak in some area. Maybe you have a friend who is strong in another area, and you're able to combine those two things together, and it will be a win-win situation. We're able to move forward. So personal goals is essential to discuss with your friends, because your friends will be able to support you. Number two is challenges and obstacles. That's again one of the essential topics to really discuss. Because when we have that challenge and obstacle in the front of us, a lot of times that obstacle seems so big, so massive, it's almost impossible to really overcome. But when we're able to speak and discuss that challenge, that obstacle with our friends, we start to see that maybe that challenge is not a mountain, it's just a bump. It's just a bump that just needed extra perspective to be able to really overcome that. Because your friends will be able to help you to really think about ideas, brainstorm how to overcome those challenges, how to overcome those obstacles. Because of course we understand that some obstacles and challenges that we have control over, and sometimes maybe we do not have control over. And I think that sometimes when we understand that we do not have control over the challenge, when you don't have any control, our friends could really lead into understanding that you do not have any control over it. So you need to forget about it and focus on things that you have control over. Maybe you're able to focus on some solution that will solve that problem that you don't have control with. It's very, very important to really discuss to get some insights and solutions on your challenges and obstacles. Number three is learning experiences. That means that we're able to really discuss, okay, what did I learn this week? What did I learn this month? And really grow as a company. One person will learn one thing, other person will learn another thing, and you bring together all those lessons learned that this community of friends could really elevate their game to another level. So that means that of course, we're able to learn from our own experiences. We're able to learn from our own mistakes, our own failures, from our own successes. But at the same time, we're able to learn from our friends' mistakes, our friends' successes. And I think that when you're able to do that, when you're able to really maximize your learning, reflect on those experiences, and of course you're able to grow much faster rather than focusing just on your own learning. Number 4 is book and resources. Books and resources. That means that you're able to say, okay, what I need to develop right now: communication skills, public speaking skills, sales skill, or what do we need to develop my mindset? And you're able to look into, God, I need to read books in this field, in time management, in money. It could be so many different things. So that means that we're able to look what kind of resources could bring me more knowledge, more wisdom in the field that I'm looking for. And I think that you're able to discuss, okay, what kind of books could allow me to elevate my game in this field? And you're able to share between the team what you learn from those books, what really elevate the game, just to make sure that you're able to reflect. Because a lot of times when we really read a book, we're able to take on like a couple percent or even 1% of the book. But when you're able to really discuss with people and say, okay, what did you learn from this book? I learned this. Or what did you learn from this book? So that means you're able to really gather much more lessons from that book rather than focusing on your own. And the same with the resources. It could be seminars, conferences, some kind of videos, just to make sure that we're able to elevate our game and discussions. And those discussions are thought-provoking discussions that will elevate our wisdom. Number 5 is self-reflection. That means that we're able to really say that to engage in that self-reflection. That means that we will meet every single month for discussion. So, and we need to get ready. We need to prepare for it. We need to understand that, okay, I will need to share about my goals, about my progress, about so many things. So it means that really encourages you as a person to really sit down, take a pen and paper, and write down all the thoughts that is in your head. So that allows you to self-reflect, because you know that you will need to share those things in the meeting. So now you self-reflect and then you group reflect. And that means reflection and self-awareness becomes so much better, because you just not just have self-reflection, because sometimes we can potentially have blind spots, but now we have group reflect and on your things that you're really working on. And because of self-reflect and group reflect, it allows to elevate it, self-awareness to another level. Number 6 is mindfulness and well-being. Mindfulness and well-being. That means that when we're able to be with friends and we're able to really have rules in place, that we will be fully present. Be full present. When we are friends, we're fully with friends. We don't have phones in our hands and really messaging other people. No. We really making sure that we have gratefulness and we care about each other. We take care of ourselves and we take care of our friendship. And be grateful, because what you appreciates. If you appreciate your friendship, that friendship will enhance, will improve. And that is very important for developing, to prioritize your mental, emotional, physical health. And at the same time, when you focus on that, you focus on building strong relationships. Because if you don't care of yourself, how are you supposed to take care of friendship? So of course, we need to focus on mindfulness and well-being. This is a topic that we need to discuss with friends, because maybe they are doing some great routines that you would love to implement. So what do you do to really elevate your emotional being? What do you do to elevate your spiritual being? And of course, we're able to learn from each other, to be able to improve in that area as well. Number 7 is passions, interests, or obsessions. That means that we're able to ask, okay, what do you care about? What do you need help with? What is that you really care about and what you really want to pursue? And we're able to help each other to really pursue those passions that we care about, that we determine to achieve some success in, that we have dedication and we really want to move forward in the areas of our interests and commitments. Because sometimes, okay, we have interests and our friends allows us to really explore those interests. At some point, those interests could lead to be commitment. Because interest is that you do something that you are convenient to do. But commitments is when you do no matter what. So that means a friends is allowing you to really clarify what is those just interests and what are commitments. And it allows you to really make a promise to yourself that I'm pursuing this commitment, I'm making a difference, and really changing those hobbies, passions, obsessions, just to make sure that you're able to try, elevate yourself, and do the things that you really feel that is a sense of purpose. Number 8 is personal development strategies. Personal growth. It means that what kind of strategy do you use to develop yourself, skill set, mindset, maybe emotional, physical health. There's so many things that we're able to develop ourselves. So what kind of strategy do we use? And I think that every single person is able to understand, because sometimes some strategy doesn't work. That means that we have a vision, massive vision, and we have strategies to achieve the vision. It might be that we need to quit on the strategy because that strategy is not effective. Because sometimes we quit on the vision because the strategy is not working. But this is just one of the worst mistakes, because we need to say that this vision is so important. It doesn't matter how many times I need to change the strategy, I will find a way. And that's why personal development strategy is so important, because we need to understand that when we do not get the result we're looking for, we're able to adjust the path. You're able to adjust the strategy. We're able to shift something, pivot something, just to make sure that we're able to get different kind of results. And we're able to discuss those strategies with our friends. Number 9 is feedback and accountability. This is very important. Feedback loop is one of the most important things. That means you do something and look for what happened. You do something and look what happened. So that means that every single action is supposed to some kind of feedback. And sometimes if we do not understand the feedback, we potentially could quit on something. This is very important. So it means that when we take action, we have some kind of result. A lot of times that result doesn't seem a result because you are able to develop yourself, grow yourself, improve yourself. And I think that sometimes we are not able to see because we are living in ourselves, and because we're growing so slowly theoretically, we are not able to see the change that you already made. But when you have your friends who really able to say, look, 6 months ago you only were able to do like this. Now look, you have achieved so much, even though you didn't achieve success yet, but you have massive results internally and in your skill set. So it's just only like a small of time until you like breakthrough. When you have that breakthrough, when you'll have a compound effect working for you. So really having that feedback and accountability to really making sure that we do the things required, that you be able to work those, take action after action after action, small actions without getting any results until we get into that compound effect, is very, very important to have friends to speak about. And last one, and number 10, is really celebrating progress. And this is very interesting, that because you can be celebrating successes, progress, sometimes even discussing something that didn't work. But celebrating progress is so important. I used to neglect that, celebrating progress, but I realized that celebrating progress is one of the most important things in life. Because what happens when you celebrate progress? You get energy out of it. And what you're able to do with energy, you're able to pursue even bigger, better things. You're able to take action, and with that action, you're able to get more results, because more results brings more energy. So progress is essential. So that means we need to say, okay, what kind of progress did they achieve there? And let's celebrate. Let's acknowledge that. Let's be grateful and appreciative of the progress, because what we appreciates. And if you appreciate the progress, you'll get more of it. And again, this is the things that we need to really discuss, just to see that you're able to see and really acknowledge, because sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget that we have a progress, and we do not appreciate it. We do not celebrate it. And because we do not celebrate our progress, we do not get the benefits out of it. So there are so many great things that really think about association and being able to speak with your friends, just to really elevate yourself. And I guess, like, what kind of conversations do you have with your friends? Maybe you would love to be the first one who initiates, be a leader who initiates a conversation. Would you like to be a friend to me that have a monthly meetings, that we're able to discuss multiple things and discuss those 10 things that I covered, just to make sure that we're able to grow together, to improve ourselves, that we're able to really move to another level. And I truly believe that every single person needs that. And just our choice is to find someone, the chosen friend, who really could want to do the same as you do. Because there's a lot of people who want the same thing. Which is sometimes we need to find those people. And we need to be willing to do that. So I hope you choose me, and see you tomorrow.